What's going on, social media land? Steve Crow here. Now, tomorrow is election day. It's going to be the biggest election that any of us will see in our lifetimes, and that's because we are fighting for this country. We are fighting for the future of this country, for our children, our grandchildren, and generations of our grandchildren. When it comes down to it, the liberal politics, the left-wing ideologies in politics, it's all about identity. It's all about what's popular, what's not. And when it comes down to it, they have absolutely no real anything. They can't run on taxes. They can't run on health care. The only thing that they want to run on is free this, free that, open borders, ban guns. They have no logical solutions. They have no actual policies. They don't have any type of answers for anybody. And the thing that I'm going to tell everybody right now, just look at this. All right? Right now, under Donald J. Trump, the president, 2 years. The economy, Obama can try to take credit for it if he wants to. He had 8 years and there was no results at all in his 8 years. None. There was nothing that dramatically changed. And under his concept, if it did change, now that Trump's in office, he gets credit for it. So Bush gets credit for his 8 years, I guess. For Obama's 8 years? No. No. Trump is making America great again by the policies, by the things he's supporting, by the way he's doing stuff and the people that are supporting him. That's why the unemployment rate is the lowest that it's been. It's good for blacks. It's good for whites. It's good for Latinos. There's more people working now than ever. There's more jobs now than ever. There's less illegals coming in here and gobbling up the system. And by that, I mean they're not taking American jobs. They're not being able to come in here and mooch off of welfare and housing and everything else that these big businesses get taxed to death for under Democratic policies. Democrats' answer to everything is tax everybody to compensate for all these illegals and all this housing and all this poverty and all that good stuff. Whenever it comes down to it, the Republicans are wanting to put people back to work. If enough of us Americans work, you know something? There's going to be enough taxes. There's going to be enough business to get us out of debt, to make the economy good. Then you can tax more Americans because more people's working. And then you can take care of people that are in poverty. Then you can afford to let people have the health care, allow people to actually have the food stamps and all that good stuff without harming anybody. But whenever you're losing jobs, they're getting sent overseas, the illegals are taking them, all this money's going out of America. It's keeping wages low. It's keeping competition at a stalemate. Nobody can compete. Nobody can compete for jobs or wages. It's all going out of country to survive. Then there's more and more people on unemployment. More and more people in the system. And it's going to collapse the economy. It's just going to drain us dry. It's going to be a slow bleed out is what's going to happen to America. Now with Trump in office, you may not like him. You may not like what he's going to say. He's not here to say what's popular. He's here to do what needs to be done for this country and for the people in it. That's just like anybody who can relate. You have a household. When it comes down to it, you have to do what's necessary for your household. You can't just tell your kids, bring in all your friends. If you got a certain amount of income and you only make a certain amount of money, you got a certain amount of bills. Let's say the bank's got a lien on your house. You got liens on your car. You're going to make a certain amount of money at work. You're going to start letting people come in your house and stay and then feed them, clothe them, take away steak from your kids, start giving them bologna sandwiches instead. Stress your attention to all these other kids and not give yours as much. You know, it's just like running a household, just like running a business is how you run a country. You have to put your priorities in order. Do what is in the best interest of everybody, especially the company, especially the household, to keep it surviving. If you have a limited amount of money and you have a vehicle, you have bad brakes, you have bald tires, you need spark plugs, but your kid wants $1,000 worth of video games, buying $1,000 worth of video games is stupid. Taking your priorities is not going to be a popular decision. You're going to have to look at the kid and be like, listen, we got to get this, and this first. Then the water heater broke down. We got to get that first. You got to do what you have to do for your household, and it's not always going to be popular with your kids. It's the exact same concept with this country. Trump's saying that we need to do the things that we need to for us. It's not going to be popular. We're not going to be able to help everybody out. Nobody's going to like everything. But you know what? Tough shit, it has to happen. Has to happen. That's what's going to make America good. But right now, Democrats, they're running on abolishing ICE, abolishing gun rights for everybody, giving everybody free health care, giving everybody a guaranteed job, guaranteed housing, guaranteed food, guaranteed this, that, and the other, with open borders galore. It's not going to work, folks. It sounds nice, but it ain't never going to happen. But it does happen, it's going to end this country. We need people who know what they're doing, who don't care to be tough, who don't care to say bad things that people don't like. Because you know what? That's what we need. This is about an election about what we need more than what we want. We need people in there willing to put our interests first, no matter how hard it is. Because we're going to keep doing what's popular, and somebody is eventually going to come and they're going to tow your car, they're going to repossess your house. The only game plan that the Democrats have is to throw words out there like, you're racist, you're homophobic, you're a Nazi, you're this, you're that, you're the other, they're violent, they're horrible, they're causing all these shootings, you got blood on your hands. The reason that they're doing all this is identity politics, to make you feel attacked, make you feel guilty, make you feel ashamed, just enough to feel sorry, whatever it is. Just enough to where you say, I got to do something about it. I have to do something about this. Obama was in charge before. Democrats have been in charge before. They could have done something about this stuff going on a long damn time ago. They're using it for a reason, to guilt trip everybody into keeping them into power. They have no intentions on doing anything except for the radical stuff. They're worried more about illegals coming into this country and feeding them and housing them and their kids whenever American children are out here in the damn streets. They don't care about nothing but the money. Republicans, for the most part, they got rich by earning their own keep, running their own business, having their own experience. Democrats, more of them than none, have got rich by taking donations after donation after donation from special interest groups, then going out here and giving them special subsidies and tax cuts and all this other good shit, handing out government money that they take from us to house all these people, and they get a cut from it. That's how they get their money. And they're saying on the polls, oh, the Democrats are going to take it according to the polls. The polls was wrong in 2016. They're wrong now. You want to know why? Because people that are registered independent, people that are registered Democrat, some people like me, and the 50 people that I work with, not one of the 50 has taken a poll. They don't consider that in any of their statistics. They're just wanting to discourage people from going and voting to begin with. And now is the time that you have to do it. Do it. Whether you want to or not, do it for your children's sake.